Alright, I'm going to go over how to set up your theme shortcodes, and these are just things like buttons and columns to help you format the pages as you like. So let's go and go to our pages and let's add a new page and call this one Shortcodes, and we can publish that. And I'm going to open it up in another tab so we can kind of tab back and forth to see our progress. So once you've published a page, you'll get a second bar down here with shortcodes, and you can hover over them and see what they are. Add a button, add a column, etc. So let's start off with button, and if we add this button, you'll see a whole bunch of options. You can just leave them default and see how it works. It automatically creates the button for you. So let's go over the options. Link, that's pretty simple. You would just type in something like google.com. And then target, that's for advanced users if you wanted to open a new window. If you're not too sure how that works, it would be like _blank. Then you can just leave this option empty, no worries. Then you have size. We have small, medium, and large. Medium's obviously the default. And same with color, we have a couple colors you can use, which would be, things like progression-red, progression-blue, etc. And then your button. Let's go ahead and do learn more for the text. And you can see how the button works. Now it says learn more, and when you click on it, it goes to google.com. Really easy. So I'm going to skip over the column shortcodes. I might have to do that in another video. Well, let's see how it goes. Then let's just cover these last three. So the first one is pretty easy. It's a toggle. And the toggle has very few options. You have your title of your toggle, then whether you want it opened or closed. Let's go and leave ours open for this example, and then text within the toggle. So if I update this, you can see we now have a toggle and it's automatically open, and we can close it if we want there. So here's another example of those toggles. Let's go ahead and have a toggle closed by default. So now we have one above it that's open and one that's closed. All works the same, super easy to adjust. Then the next thing to go over is these tabs. And the tabs work exactly like the toggles. If we just update it and just look at what first came up, you can see there's tab 1, tab 2, and then the content below. So you can actually add additional tabs just by selecting that area, pasting it, and let's call this one tab 3 with tab 3 content. And then you can see how easy it is to add additional tabs. And then the last one on the list is the divider. And it's exactly how it sounds. If you add a divider in, oops, I clicked that twice. It will just create a divider for your content. Alright, now let's get to these columns. So it's pretty simple. It's just 2 half columns equals 1 full column. I'm going to add some text in the middle so it's easier to see. The only thing to make note of is this last equals, and it's pretty simple. If it's the last one, change it from no to yes in the row, if it's the last one in the row. So for instance, we have our 2 half columns. Let's go and do 3 1/3. And then the only thing to make note of is the last 1/3 in that row we will mark as yes. And you can see how it works. So you can just mix and match the columns as you need. If you want to have a 1/4 and 3/4, you can do that as well. We'll mark the last as no, update the page, and see our changes. And feel free to mix and match. It should be pretty simple to adjust your content as you need with columns and buttons and all that good stuff. So that is our built-in theme shortcodes.